What's up, everyone? I want to talk about some of the things that I have been experiencing. One of the things that's most important is I have been framed a couple of times. I'm still dealing with this psychopathic family. These individuals who have been stalking me, and the same male who has been stalking me as well. My character has been assassinated brutally. I'm not at all the female that these people have said that I am, and I feel like it's quite unfair for people to judge me, treat me horribly based off what has been said, and by them, as if they have actual credibility. As far as being framed by the male who has been stalking me, some of the things that I have been experiencing is, number one, I don't go anywhere unless I really have to. I'm not someone who's just out here partying, or not to say there's anything wrong with that, but for the past, I want to say, like, I know legit 6 years, I have not been able to do anything but work and try to maintain my stability. And it's horrible because basically I've been living in survival mode. A lot of the jobs that I have had, they have sabotaged them. I will go into work thinking that I'm going to work an 8-hour shift, maybe make, a significant amount of money, and they cut my hours short. They say, oh, we don't need you today, or whatever the case may be, but then they want to sit around and say, oh, she doesn't have this, she's homeless, she don't have that. And a lot of the reasons why is because they've been sabotaging my work and sabotaging the jobs that I've had behind the scenes. A lot of these things that you see these people with, it ain't even based off hard work. It's not even based off something that they've actually gained for themselves. It's because they've taken things away from it. They work with people in the U.S. Postal to steal my mail, stealing checks, and all kinds of horrible things. They've taken you all. So if you know me, if you've done your research, or you just know me, period, growing up, I've always been a writer. They've stolen my lyrics, and now I'm hearing artists singing my shit that I did not even authorize on the radio and on their Instagram and all this type of shit. As far as being framed, I have been trying to get this individual served as far as a restraining order, and they've been retaliating and protecting him. So the most recent thing that took place was, after I got everything, the paperwork and everything drafted up, and a lot of them were trying to work against me from doing that. I've worked with several court systems in several states because they're using this military equipment to, track me, stalk me, and harass me and things like that. And they're using their connections within the, in the justice system or injustice system to be sure that they're not going to serve him or to work against me, period. So I finally got the paperwork drafted up and took it down there to the office because, again, no lawyer wants to represent me and have to do it pro se, and they're banking on me not having the strength to follow through and do any of this. So I'm representing myself. So I get all of the paper and everything drafted up, take it down to where it needs to go. The officer is like, well, looks like you've done everything right. What do I need to... He patting down, acting like he looking for a pen, or I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but I could tell that he was like, damn, now I gotta go do my job. So basically it was something like that. A day or so later after that, I get pulled over by the police and I get several tickets. They're going around my vehicle. He basically trying to write a ticket for everything that he can find, and I'm not even like... There's no reason to even pull me over. And one of the ways that they end up finding me is because, again, I don't do anything but work. I don't do anything but work. And so the only way that they can actually set me up is through my place of employment, through my business or something like that. And so with me making routes, basically... I don't know who I'm delivering to. So I'm going to an establishment to pick up the food, to pick up the order. And on the way there, boom, I'm getting pulled over. Why? Because they already got somebody in this jurisdiction who can do it. They already got somebody in this vicinity who could do it and set me up that type of way. So now I'm getting tickets, or I can't deliver the food. And if I don't deliver, you know what I'm saying, then that's an issue. And I can, you know, anything could happen. But they know I'm not stalking him, and so they use this in order to you know, try to frame me and so give me, and you know, give me tickets and things like that. Another instance that took place was I had to pick up from a popular food chain, and I'm walking in the door to go and pick up the order. He already sitting at the table eating food with 2 Caucasian men in suits. Tell me that ain't no setup. They know I don't stalk him. They know that I don't care nothing about him, can't stand him, detest him, don't want to see him, don't nothing. But they know that by using the app, that's the only way that they can get me to be in the same vicinity or same area in which he is in. Another time this has happened was I had to pick up from a popular food wing spot. And he's standing outside, but his back is turned. And then there's 2 black men outside. Like, they were waiting on me to pull up. This wasn't nothing but a setup as well. And then they see me pulling up, and he's facing the opposite way, and they pat him on his back like, come on, let's go. Like, I'm the fucking issue. Like, I'm not finna stalk this man. I don't want nothing to do with this man. I've been crying out to people. I'm talking about going from court to court to tell them, look, this is what is taking place. But, you know, Dallas police, Arlington, all over, they are protecting him. They're not doing anything. They know that this man is a rapist. They're not doing anything at all to, you know, stop him. And there's even some women that are protecting him. Just today, I was at a park sitting there, had been there for like an hour or so maybe, and then this car pulls up, and then there's this woman acting like she on the phone call in the blue and white dress, acting like she on the phone call, but she walking back and forth, pacing, trying to see what I'm doing on my phone. Am I gonna call the police to alert them and let them know, or whatever the case may be? But I feel like she was trying to be a witness and say, oh yeah, I saw her there. These people have access to lawyers and doctors. When they set me up to get in a car accident, the chiropractors are hiding it. One of their family members working in the chiropractic office. I'm talking about, it's all kinds of bullshit that's going on that they are trying to hide. These people have access to you know, lawyers. They have access to doctors. They have access to people in the justice system because they work in the justice system. These people have military background. I'm just somebody from, you know, North Birmingham, honey. I don't have these type of funds. And so because they do, whether, you know, because they have this access to, you know, different people and mediators and all this type of stuff, they're basically utilizing this in order to help them, you know, cover up these cases and cover up these crimes. But I'm just, you know, I'm not finna stand for it. And I feel like what they really want me to do is just be quiet and continue to be abused, and that's not something that I'm going to do. I feel as though with other victims they've had, maybe all of them were quiet. You know, they've threatened me with, you know, trying to unalive me, trying to do other heinous and horrible things to me as well. They don't want it to get out at all with, what they've been doing. They want to be seen as people who, you know, are important people in the community, but don't want it to get out what they've been doing behind the scenes. But I'm not the one. I'm not the one at all, and I'm not finna be the two. Okay, so this is what I basically been dealing with. I've been having to represent myself. I'm being set up on my job. Work. I think that's another video that I'm gonna do, because I already see what's going on. These are a lot of important people. I'm talking about people who have businesses, people who have different brands. I'm talking about higher up individuals, people with like major brands, major deals, and it's like they doing stuff like they don't have anything to lose. Y'all have gone to school and y'all have these degrees, y'all have these licenses, you have your own practice and things like that, and y'all are behaving like children. It's like, I used to be able to look at individuals with these titles, these important titles, with so much respect, but now I don't. Y'all don't have any idea what's really been going on behind the scenes with these people. These people have been trying to frame me, and they want to take my writing. They want to be able to continue making money off of my work and try to get me locked up and thrown in jail with some false ass evidence. You don't have nothing on me. I'm not a person who does anything at all. I mind my business. I stay to myself, and y'all can't stand it. I do everything by the book. There's nothing that you could ever say that I've done wrong, especially if you actually know me, you've grown up with me. I have never been problematic, and I'm so disappointed in the common denominator in all of this, because this is your shit. You didn't say anything about what it was that you were dealing with, yet you allowed me to get caught up in your mess. I'm so disappointed in you, and I will never look at you the same. I'm having to deal with all of this drama. A person that's not drama filled hates drama. I'm having to be in a fight, in a war. A person who hates to fight but can if need be. These people have been trying to set me up constantly, putting me in places where they need me to be to make something go in their favor. These people have been antagonizing me. These people have, the amount of stress, emotional distress that they have caused is unreal. I've lost 3 homes behind them. They want to continue to say, oh, she's homeless, ha ha ha, but they're allowing this male to continue to stalk me and sit outside my home. Nobody wants to make an arrest. Nobody wants to do anything. They're allowing this male to do all of these things, and they're protecting him and not protecting me.